Hi, welcome to Getting It Done North of 7. This is part 2 of how to paint for beginners. Okay, today we're going to paint our popcorn ceiling. So before we paint, what we're going to do is we're going to go around and see on a popcorn ceiling there's like a rough edge here that meets the wall right in the corner here. So when you go to paint your wall, you're going to end up running your brush across these rough edges of the popcorn. And you don't want that, so I'm going to show you how to fix that. Now, if your popcorn ceiling has been painted not painted previously, you can kind of run your finger across there and knock off any loose pieces. I'm going to show you in a second what we're going to do next, once we're done this. But mine has been previously painted, and so if yours is previously painted, you just take a putty knife like this, your drywall knife, and you just run it across the corner here like this. And that'll knock off the pointy edges of the popcorn ceiling. And next, I'll show you what we're going to do. So now we're going to go and apply some DAP. And this is a trim and molding sealant, and it's paintable. So we're just going to run a bead along the edge here like this. And then we're going to run our finger across that bead of caulking. And it's only going to take like 30 minutes to dry, and then you can paint it. And that's going to give you a nice edge here, right here in the crease of your wall and your ceiling, that you can run your brush up to flat against it. And without being on top of the popcorn pieces here, or what's the real name for popcorn ceiling? It's something like, I don't know, I'll just put it on the screen here. I forget already. So anyways, you won't get that rough looking edge with your paintbrush on the popcorn here, and it just doesn't look right. This stuff is going to give you a good clean edge. So we're just going to go around the edge here with the putty knife really quick in the hallway here. The other part, my living room, dining room, has crown molding. I don't need to do that. And we're going to start painting our ceilings. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our DAP and we're going to run a bead. I've already started. We're going to run a bead up there in the corner like that. And I missed a little bit here. Now we're going to run our finger right in that crease and just smooth it out. Smooth out that caulking or sealant. Sometimes you get a little too much. Bring a paper towel with you, wipe your finger off. So I got a little much here like this. And we're just going to run our finger, keep running along here. I'm not having much luck here today. It's been a while since I've done anything like this. I haven't done painting since our old house. Well, I've done a bit here, but haven't had to do this stuff. So basically that's it. So I'm going to go all the way around here, and that's going to make a nicer transition for your paint, wall paint and your ceiling paint. Your wall paint's going to not look all rigidy. And it takes about a half hour to dry so that you can paint it. All right, I did the DAP caulking all around the edges up there of the ceiling and the wall. It's all done. We got low light because we have no bulbs. I'll be painting during the day. We're getting drop sheets down, AKA bed sheets. So we're getting our floor covered up. We're getting furniture covered up. You can see the light fixtures are covered up, some furniture. We got low light. You don't need a lot of light when you're painting. This is good enough light coming in through the windows. As you can see, it's a good day for painting. You can't tell it's snowing maybe, but we got like a lot of snow out there. So once I'm done painting here, I will be doing some snow plowing. So we're going to finish putting some drop sheets down, and then I'm going to get my ceiling paint ready in the tray, get my roller ready. I'm going to show you a special roller for doing popcorn ceilings. Or Stipple ceilings. I forgot earlier, I didn't remember the name, but I remember it's called Stipple. And did you know that Stipple or popcorn ceilings are a sound deadener? That's why they applied it to ceilings and probably walls too. And it helped with sound. So I think it's a thing of the past from the 90s, maybe even early 2000s. And I would get rid of it, but it's just too much work, too costly to get rid of it all. And I don't plan on staying here forever, so we're just going to paint the existing Stipple ceilings. All right, before we get started, I'm going to show you the roller that I'm going to be using. This is the only roller you should be using for popcorn sealing. Now, it looks like yellow foam, right? But it's got a bunch of slices in it. Hopefully you can see that. It's got all kinds of slices in it. And what that does is it holds more paint for you while you're painting and sealing. And it'll ride along in the popcorn, the stipple, will ride around in the grooves and it'll allow you to get more paint up around all that stipple. It's just the only roller, paint roller you should be using for this type of sealing. Okay, we're going to go up to our ceiling here and we're going to get started. First line's going to be away from the edge of the ceiling. And just do this really lightly because your paint, the ceiling paint, is going to want to splash down on you. So make sure you got lots of extension on your pole here. And just very gently apply it. Don't push hard, because if you push hard, the paint is going to work to the edges of the foam and it's going to want to leave like a built-up edge. And there we go, we got started. Well, welcome back to day 2 of ceiling painting, painting the popcorn ceiling. I did one coat yesterday and I went this way, all the way down here, and I did the hallway at the entrance of our house. So today I got the hallway done. I painted the opposite way, so you get full coverage. So now I'm going to start this huge area, living room and dining room, and we're going to be going this way. And I'm not looking forward to it. I'm sore, but someone has to do it. But I'm going to tell you guys about something that you can do if you're going to be painting the next day or the next 2 days, that you don't have to wash your rollers and your trays and your brushes and everything. I'll show you a trick. So what you're going to do is get some cheap plastic wrap, no name brand stuff. Just rip off a strip and you wrap your roller really good, and so that it doesn't get any air. And it'll stay nice and moist for you the next day or the day after that. And then I leave it in the tray like this, and I rip off more plastic wrap, and I put about 3 strips across here, snug it up really good around the tray so no air gets at it, and your paint will stay good and wet, no drying. Even here it stays good, and you're good for the next day or 2. You can just continue forever painting if you have to, like say you got multiple rooms of ceilings to do. Just get your plastic wrap, keep everything fresh. Also, after doing one coat of rolling the popcorn ceiling, I went around in the corners there, the edges I mean, with a brush just to make sure everything was the same. You know, you don't want to see dark spots around the edge, so I just brushed in, didn't take long. And when I'm done this popcorn ceiling, I'm going to go around and paint all the crown molding, and I'll show you that on the next video. So I'm going to leave it at that for this video, and in the next video we're going to, like I said, do the crown molding, and then we're going to do the trim, I think, and then we're going to do the walls. So I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the playlist. We have a playlist for this. Make sure you save that playlist to watch, and we're just going to continue this on until we're all done this job. Thanks for watching.